This is me doing my complete analysis on INTC, the Intel Corporation. And what I know about this company is they used to do a lot of chips for Apple, right? And they're not doing that anymore for whatever reason. Apple wanted to do their own. So what I know is that someone pulled out a whole lot of money from this stock. Now, in the technical analysis basis, let's step away from the fundamentals. When you see a big drop happen from a stock like this, the price is going to need to come back up. That's a gap that it needs to fill, right? So it has skipped all of this. So what we're looking forward to is a few things. We're looking forward for a break here. So I want to see this stock break the price of 52. And why I say that is because when it tried to come back up, it got rejected. So we know that we have to see this price level be broken, right? We're going to have to see this be broken right here, 50 and then 52. So with that being said, we've seen this as a major support level, this red line right here. We've seen it as a major support level, in the past, say, like a few months, the past 3-4 months. And we've seen the stock try to take a rise and fall. And we're going to see a gap filled here. So what I've been noticing recently is the stock has tried, it's been making higher lows, which is a good thing. It's an ascending wedge. So I do want to see a squeeze in here, So let's analyze this first. So if I was to come back around over here on this candle, I seen a big jump. Now, when we see a big jump like that, I know this is pre-market, aftermarket, but when we see a big jump like that, we want to see a consolidation down to a strong support level, right? So I would say around here. And if this level was broken, that means it was a failed breakout and it's not going to continue pushing up. So it did. It failed the breakout, but it still held its trend line. Held its trend line, came up here, seen a breakdown, shouldn't have passed this candle, and it did. So, we've seen that going. And now what grabbed my attention was the fact that it popped here and it did not consolidate or come down a lot or break any level. So when it came up here, I knew that I didn't want it to break this level, giving me, and I was looking at that from these two candles here, But this is a very important level. This candle in its long wick is also a very important level. So if I see this stock come down to here, I wouldn't be too scared. That's fine. But if I seen it break this line right here, $50, 55, I would say it would grab my attention. So what I would do is I'd create an alert, just like that. And when the stock breaks this line, it would tell me. And what I also be looking for is when the stock does break this line, the 50.5 line, I want it to break the $52 line. Why do I want it to break the $52 line? Because that is an important resistance level. It kind of didn't break it here, and it is approaching it now. It got sunned by this level. This is a major resistance level for it now. If it breaks this level, we're going to want to see it break this one too. So I would be very highly alerted here, wait for a move up. I'll be watching, I'll be very alert with the stock, and I'd see it maybe bounce between here a couple of times, and then once it breaks this finally with a successful push up, we could see a potential move up, we could see a potential move up to $57, giving us a $5 move on the share. And that would generally bring us around the $300 to $500 move up on the options. So what I've been looking forward to is, I don't know when it's gonna pop. So I'm not gonna say I want to get an option that expires this week, this Friday. I'd get one that expires within the next 2 weeks to the next month or so, right? So a very out of the money call, something around September 18th. And, if you want to double down, get something a little further, you could get in the beginning of October, first week of October, right? So, or even the second week, if you want to get, something a little further. It would be more expensive the further calls you get, expiration-wise. But if you get a further strike price, I've been looking at the open interest on these strike prices, and I've been noticing a lot of movement on the 52.5 and on the $60. And if you want to go a little cheaper, which I don't recommend because these are already cheap. These are actually really cheap for what they are right now. They have an earnings report coming out on the 27th of October. I don't like to play the earnings. I like to play the pre-anticipation of the earnings. So before earnings, a lot of people are dumping money. I know the stock is going to start shooting up again. And then once it hits this line, I could pull out half of my investment or my initial investment, and I could let my profits run over. And if, I see it get sunned, I could just take my money out. I'm still in profits. So that's what we like to play here. When you see a stock make a big gap down, you can anticipate its gap up. And, that's a lot of money being made. And that should happen within the next month. So if you are interested in, by the way, the earnings for INTC is 1022, not 1027. But that's why I got the 1028 contracts. And I'm sorry, not the 1020, the 1016 contracts, the $52, $55, and the $60 strike prices, right? And you can also get, if you want to get a much closer one, a much closer in the money call, you can get the September 18th. I would say get the $60. And if you want to get a lot closer, you could get the 52.5. Those cost around like a little under $60 each. So I'd probably get 10 of them. Here. If you guys want. I hope you guys have a good trading week. I'm going to make a couple of more videos. This is a one take. I don't really like taking more than one. So if you want to join my Discord, you could look in the bio. If you want some free stocks, Webull offers 2 free stocks. If you want to follow us on Instagram, it's Nar.Trades. With our Discord, we offer, free